This meeting is being recorded.
Holy shit. I didn't say during the last episode, I got my first invitation to join the Illuminati.
We never
I totally
about
forgot.
that.
It was stirring in my mind when we initially started, but then the last episode, we were just like a chaotic neutral. Yeah, dude.
Bro,
We're joining.
it's not just me anymore.
Well, what was so funny was the guy was like, "Are you interested?" And I was fucking with him. I sent you the screenshots. And then the conversation just ends with, "Do you have WhatsApp?" And I go, "No." And then he just never answered.
No, you're not stealing money from me, you liar.
I thought they would give us money. He promised me fortune for my family for generations to come.
That's
That's
right.
what I was promised.
See, why was I only offered 50,000 and you were offered fortunes for your family to come?
Millions.
Oh, that's right. It was millions.
No, it was fortune for my future generations. But also, who's this fucking dickhead to assume I'm going to have children?
Yeah,
No,
who? Way to judge, guy.
I'm fucking around.
But
I'd love to have a little J-Mac. Dude, do you think that our kids will start their own podcast? Are they going to be friends?
Dude, if they don't start their own podcast by the age of 8, I'm kicking them out of the house.
Called a couple pops pod, and it's just us and them.
Dude, and they're drinking Capri Suns, and we're just getting lit.
Oh, that would be amazing. Fuck.
They got to keep us in check. Oh, Dad, you're going to get us canceled.
Dad.
We've
gotten our 8th strike this month.
Dad, you need to quiet down before I start saying it like a police officer. Dad.
Sir.
Sir.
Oh, yeah, we're recording. Did I already say welcome back to your favorite podcast, Couple Points Pod?
No.
Welcome back to your favorite podcast, A Couple Pints Pod. I feel like I did say it, but whatever.
I forgot.
Welcome back to the welcoming of backness.
We're gonna scratch your back a little bit today.
Ooh,
we're gonna give you that.
Love a good back scratch.
We're gonna give you that back rub that you have during work that you don't want to ask your coworker to scratch because you don't know them that well.
Oh,
that's the itch we're about to scratch.
It's weird because that actually happens to me like multiple times a week.
All the time.
I was so itchy on Friday, and I really wanted to be like, "Hey, can you scratch my back?" But that's weird.
Hey, scratch my back.
Oh, I love a good back scratch.
When Bree hits the right spot,
yeah, dude.
Olivia
gave me a back scratch today. Sheesh.
What do you like better? Do you like the nails?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I was about to say,
fuck
nubs
that.
On the finger.
No, fuck that shit.
Right off. Nails.
Yeah. Well, that's why when Olivia's like, "Can you scratch my back?" I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not that good. Like my nails are short." Oh, there's a Loki hair under my pinky nail.
Dude,
Is that a Loki? No, that's a beard hair.
I pull Loki hair out of my mouth when I'm eating food.
Dude, I kissed Olivia today and pulled a goose hair out of my mouth. Well, I'm gonna cut this out anyway.
We're reaching. We're going.
Maybe I'll leave that in. It depends on the mood I'm in when I edit.
We're going to the farthest outreaches that we can go right now.
Are we? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Wait. Holy shit! The podcast. Yeah, we got a topic.
We do. We're not just shitting around this time. Just kidding. We always.
Yeah, we're always shitting around.
We love it.
By the way, I just shit my pants.
Bad joke.
Loki's looking at me like, "Yo, fuck this dude."
That cat has no room to talk.
Look at that. Attack my fingers.
Get him. Get his fingers.
So what are we talking about today? Should I introduce it? You introduce
it. Yeah, you do.
What are we talking about today?
Farthest outreaches.
Yeah, I upvoted it. Fuck. I meant to pull it up before we hit record.
Shout out Rick and Morty.
I followed this.
Justin and Roland come on our podcast.
I followed this subreddit called Documented Fights.
And it's not just fights.
No, it is. That's the whole story. Like, it's just videos of people beating the fuck out of each other. It's amazing. Anyway, so what we're talking about today is a theory, once again, from our theories. That's where we've been going lately. And by lately, I mean the episode before last episode and this episode. We took a week break. So the theory today is that as the sun expands, try and follow me here, folks. As the sun, because the sun started not as large as it is now. Stars grow, they become, they go from dwarfs to white dwarf to fucking red giant and so on and so forth. And the theory was when our sun was small, humanity or some sort of intelligent life lived on Mercury. And then the sun started expanding, which caused Mercury to experience global warming. So we fled to Venus. Then the sun kept expanding. Venus experienced global warming. So we fled to Earth. Now the sun is still ever expanding. And what's happening on Earth now? Can you answer that question, Colin?
Penguins.
Dying because of global warming. So where are we going? Mars. And this is documented that we're going to Mars.
Shout out episode 3.
So then, we're on episode 78. Shout out episode 3. So we go to Mars. And what happens when the sun keeps going and the Earth is no longer inhabitable, which is going to happen within 50 years because no one's doing anything to change anything?
Yes.
The theory says the next planet we could possibly inhabit is Pluto, which isn't even a planet anymore.
Dwarf.
But all of the other planets are gaseous. We can't live there because there's not mass for us to live on. They're just balls of toxic gas. Shouts out my nutsack. And so what this theory says is after Earth experiences global warming and we go to Mars, after Mars, we're going to have to find a new solar system, which we're already doing. And we already found planets that can inhabit human life. And that's where we are now. So what do you have to say about that, sir?
Well, I'm a firm believer that we have already been to Mars and colonized Mars.
Okay, yeah, that hasn't happened.
We're perfecting it.
No.
But I love everything you're saying.
I mean, it's like a...
How?
You could argue that this is actually... You good?
I love how you just stopped talking.
You could argue that this is like a thing. Because once again, shouts out last episode. Who's to say it's not? But at the same time, this is like stretched out. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. So we all know like Earth is fucking dying and we're going to Mars and whatnot. But
allegedly,
I like the idea that leads to either Pluto, which is frozen over and we can't live on, or different solar systems, which we've already found. That's the part I'm like, oh, fuck. Because even if the Mercury and Venus shit isn't true,
excuse me,
bless you. Even if the Mercury and Venus shit isn't true, I do believe that once we're on Mars and we colonize that, which is gonna fucking happen.
Already has.
No, it hasn't, but it's going to. After Mars, we're gonna head somewhere else. But also the hurdle we have to conquer with that is space travel outside of our solar system, which has never happened.
Never happened. Do you think that's why a bunch of the billionaires are really, really focusing on space travel? Because you got
to go intergalactic or to just be
intergalactic. Because you already know that NASA has been working on it for a while.
Yeah. But I think like Musk and Bezos are doing it so that the few billionaires on the planet can all escape, and then it's going to be like Elysium where we all live in a shithole that's uninhabitable, and then they all live on Mars being dickheads.
That's what I was thinking.
And then the dickheads on Mars will be like, well, let's go even further once Mars burns up, because that's going to happen.
Dude, that's what if NASA has it? NASA's working on it, so they get it perfected.
But none of the NASA guys are going to be able to go.
No, but
not even like the commissioner of NASA is going to go to Mars.
They'll be stuck here. They're gonna
It's
suffer
gonna be
with
like
us.
Musk and fucking Bezos just sucking each other off, and like maybe Grimes, but I think they got a divorce, so probably
They might
not.
have.
And then like Leo stole Bezos' girlfriend, so she's not going.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So it's gonna be those two just yanking each other's cocks off on Mars, and then eventually Mars will start globally warming, which we already think
Due
already
to the
happened,
friction.
but it could do
Yeah.
it again. Yeah, all the jacking off could.
All of that friction, dude. That's gonna be a lot of blisters.
Jesus Christ.
But what if NASA's doing it now? The billionaires are starting to fund it so that their rockets, their spaceships that they perfected are the luxury trip to different universes. So only other billionaires can afford
Yeah.
to get on it.
Yeah.
Tying into exactly what you just said, it just popped into my mind that
But by the time that happens, we're all dead because we're poor.
we're definitely going to be gone. I mean, I'll be a cyborg, but most of
Yeah,
everyone else will
yeah.
be gone.
Somehow you're
But then
like,
again, I won't have to worry about it because I can fly through space if I want to.
but you're like Wally.
Wow.
Or are you more like Eve since you could fly? I think you're more of an Eve type.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Eve because I definitely want to be able to fly through space and not
Yeah.
freeze up.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I'll be dead,
I'm
but
taking that rocket down.
it's
I'm gonna do it.
sad to think that, and let's say everything goes great and we somehow can get humans to Mars, and for whatever reason these rich motherfuckers bring us with them. Well, they need people to work for them. It's
Yep.
not like Mars is just going to be all of us sitting around until it burns up. It's just going to be the
Unless
new
that's why
Earth.
they're sending all the robots there now.
Well, the robots are building like colonies and shit.
I know, but what if they have a plethora of them there? So when we
Oh,
get
to
there,
replace humans. No, so they don't have to bring us.
ooh,
The robots who
the
build
AI planet.
the robots who build the civilization are then like bartenders and deli clerks.
Dude,
Imagine a Mars bacon, egg, and cheese. That'd probably suck.
it'd probably be trash.
Yeah.
You're telling me a Mars egg and cheese is better than a Brooklyn egg and cheese?
Long Island bacon.
Long Island?
Well, Brooklyn is Long Island. Anyway,
get out of here.
But also like we'll all just be melting.
You know what? I'm gonna say it now. For all of you that keep liking our reels and not following us, it's grinding my gears.
You didn't hit record.
On what?
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah,
okay,
I did.
Sick. Well, it minimized. It scared me.
Wait, minimize this whole thing?
No, the record disappeared, so I thought you didn't hit record.
Oh, yeah, no. I promise I hit it.
But also, fuck you, dude.
Suck me, dude.
Suck me. I wonder what your neighbors think when we record this.
They're probably down. Well, they've heard me yelling at Loki.
Because I don't have neighbors. Like, no one lives above me. So when we get weird at my house, like, we're the only ones who hear it.
We have a beautiful family below us. Beautiful.
And now they're listening to us yell, suck me into the atmosphere.
Listen in to Couple Pints Pod on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, every streaming app you can find.
Anchor.
It's free.
Can I trouble you to get me a beer so I don't have to crawl?
No, I got you. I need one too.
Okay. Oh no. Oh my god, I missed recording together. So yeah, anyway, space travel is gonna fuck us all. Or will it?
It's either gonna blow us out of the water or it's gonna take us into a completely different realm.
Or it's gonna blow our cocks in the most euphoric way. Why are we so cock oriented the last 2 episodes? I missed you. I missed your cock.
You're a funny man, Lex. Then let me see that penis.
What's that from?
Oh, Family Guy.
Oh, okay. I don't watch that.
Dude, okay.
I don't watch that Neanderthal shit.
The rich leave for Mars.
Yeah.
The poor are stuck here dealing...
Leave for Mars or from Mars, you just said?
Leave for Mars.
Yeah. So now they're on Mars.
They're on Mars.
Yes.
They're doing their shit.
Yeah.
The poor are stuck here dealing with the fuck
Elysium, we're all like mining and shit for some reason. All of a sudden, society collapses and we're all minors for whatever reason.
Exactly. Now, 50, 100 years go by.
50, 100.
50 to 100 years go by.
Okay.
Things are getting pretty bad.
Yeah.
But up there on Mars, they figured out
they're
a
great.
Solution
Solution
for
to
Earth.
what?
For Earth.
Why would they do that?
Now, follow me here.
Okay.
They figure out the solution. They come back to Earth. Now, everyone on Earth who knew that they left is dead. There's only records of it.
Okay.
Those records now get stashed away.
Yeah.
Now no one knows.
Mm-hmm.
They come back in whatever fucking spaceship they have. Whoever's here whoever's stuck on Earth dealing with the bullshit, they now have a savior coming from the heavens to
God.
help them deal with their problems and save them.
Okay.
Now the cycle that we all read in the history books
repeats itself.
Yeah. And the gods that we
That's
read about
interesting.
weren't gods, but humans that left, perfected it, and were able to come back and save what they left.
See, it's a great theory.
It's wild. I don't know how my mind made that connection.
But instead of coming back, what if the gods, like, we were talking last episode about this. What if, like, God or Jesus was the guy who figured out how to get us from Venus to Earth? And then once humanity's gone, there's a new version of that. And it's Musk or Bezos who got us to Mars.
Fucking God.
Because he's the savior. He saved humanity.
Oh, excuse me.
Right? So instead of us leaving and then coming back and everyone's like, you came from the heavens, you're God. It's our Lord and Savior who got us there in the first place.
Dude! Can you imagine if all the books were wrong and Jesus was just this brainiac motherfucker?
Yeah, he's just
like, hey, you got food problems? Here, I created something that can divide your food molecules to create thousands.
And he's also like, why are you murdering me? Because I'm the only reason any of us exist.
Because they claimed he was a warlock. Burn him at the stake, hang him at the cross. Bring him back to Jesus because he is with the devil. He's practicing witchcraft.
So are we going to murder Elon Musk?
We'd have to. The cycle repeats itself.
Well, we wouldn't. Because like I said, we're going to be left here and we're going to die. But
if we get put in a time capsule.
But also you have to think, okay, now I'm going to go against my own theory. If that's the case, and the guy who saves humanity and brings us to the new Earth, or in this case, Mars, all these other billionaires are going to be like, bitch, we know you. You ain't shit. You're just smart. But and of course, they're like, you saved their lives. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know any billionaires.
But if the billionaires that
I'd assume they're dickheads.
If the billionaires on Mars get fucking and sucking, have some billionaire kids who inherit their will.
Some extraterrestrial trust fund
those
babies.
Mars trust fund bitches. Now, no one on Earth knows who they are because they're Martians.
Yeah.
They come back. They don't look like normal human beings. They have slightly different features. Bam. You just came down from a spaceship. You don't look like us.
Well, why would they have slightly different features? It's still humanity.
Because maybe the gravity's different, so their bones are a little different. Well, their skull looks a little different.
It's undoubtable that they age differently, but that's like generations and generations away. What I'm saying is global warming increases. Musk said we're going to Mars by 2030.
That's ballpark. We're going soon.
That's soon. Either way, we're going to be alive. These people all go to Mars. Earth burns up. Then all of a sudden Musk is like, oh, wait, I know how to reverse everything, which I don't think is true, or else we would have. The whole theory we're talking about is revolving around the sun ever expanding. And I've spoken about on the pod before. My senior thesis was about how the universe ends. And part of that was the sun, or my whole thing was the universe, but in my research, I found that the solar system, eventually, all of it, everything is going to be absorbed by the sun before the sun explodes, and we're done. So this theory is saying the sun has been expanding. We started on Mercury, went to Venus, now we're on Earth, we're going to Mars, but then after Mars, there's not enough time between Mars and Pluto
Yeah.
to go to Pluto, so we have to find somewhere else to go. So I don't think anyone's going to be like, oh, we figured out how to save Earth because Earth is burning up because the sun is expanding. And yes, global warming isn't helping. It's not an issue of solving global warming. It's an issue of how can we shrink the sun, which we can't do. So then we go to planets that we've already discovered in different solar systems within our galaxy that can host human life because they have the same properties as Earth. And for all we know, the same properties as Venus billions of years ago and Mercury billions of years before that.
Dude. Okay. So future versions of humanity made it to those planets. Now, if time,
To the
if time
Yeah.
is a linear thing and it's on that straight line and you can go forward and you can go backwards, what if the people that made it there, colonized and perfected the technology, were able to create not only a solution for Earth, but also that time machine? Were the reoccurrences or the premonitions or the hey, fucking watch yourself, bro. He just scratched my arm. He's under the table.
Oh no.
But what if when they come back and the people have those premonitions, those dreams, those visions, they are the future version of humanity trying to come back to tell them, hey, you can save it and stop us from having this version of our timeline where we have to move away and find a different galaxy if you do X, Y, and Z.
Well, who's to say that's not climate scientists right now who are like, we have to do this to save it, and we have to do it by this deadline. And then the rest of us dumbasses are like, nah,
Don't believe it.
I like global warming.
I like my Ford diesel truck burning from 4 a.m. to 10 p.m. And if you tell me I can't drink a Budweiser while it runs on my front porch while I sit in a lawn chair, I'll be damned.
I'll drink to that.
America.
It's very theoretical, but yeah, based off your theory, that could be happening right now.
Dude, if one
Because
of
also
us,
maybe the whole Mars thing is a cover up. Maybe you're right, and we are already there, and these people already came back in a time machine. All this shit's fake. Well, not fake, but all this shit.
simulated.
No, all this shit was a rewind. And now these climate scientists who are like, hey, we have to do this, and no one listens to, are actually just humans who left for Mars, figured out the answer, came back, but since humanity's so fucked up and concerned about so many ridiculous things that we don't listen to the scientists, and then they're like, all right, fuck it, and then they go back.
Bro, what if that's
Like they're on the first ship to Mars, but they've already lived there. They came back. But then they're like, all right, fuck it, let's go. Come on, Elon, we're going back. And it's all just a charade to maintain order.
You know how some I think bullshit alien stories are alien stories of when people get abducted and have conversations with them and they're like, "Oh, we're former humans."
No, I didn't know that was a part of it, but
Yeah, so
continue.
there's some theory that goes along the way that the aliens that come back and abduct humans and visit humans and talk to humans were former people that lived here
And
in
left.
that left
And then
from a
they come
different time
back.
period that left.
But why would they come back and be like, we're going to run tests on you? They already know what's good.
So they're coming back to run tests
To see how we
to
evolved?
see how we evolved, how
Okay.
we're doing, and how the overall pretty much being of the earth is.
But what era did they leave from?
That's just it. Who knows? Because I mean, last episode when we mentioned about how they moved blocks and how they made
Yeah,
temples on top of
true. Yeah.
mountains, who knows what kind of technology they had.
And the Egyptians did weird shit with mummies. It could be the Egyptians.
So if they leave, master it, come
Shouts out
back and are
Egypt.
like, hey, like I said earlier, we can fix this so
Yeah.
you don't have to go through what we went through.
Yeah.
I mean, that would kind of track with what everything we're saying this whole episode.
Very true. It's crazy.
Because if you were to go to a different universe and you were to have generations of family and you were to be on your great grandkids, there's no way in hell you are still going to look like a human from Earth if you're in a completely different atmosphere and if you're a completely different planet.
Yeah. I
You're
know.
gonna change.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So,
But also, I mean, in terms of Mars, that could be argued against because, like, obviously, if we're there or when we get there, they're gonna engineer whatever biodome or whatever to replicate Earth.
Mhm.
So it's not gonna happen on Mars.
No.
But I agree. When we go to these other planets that we've already fucking discovered, which is insane.
Wild part.
We just have no way of getting there yet. Then yeah, I could agree with what you're saying. Like, as it's sort of like the variable of, yeah, it's similar to Earth in sense of like oxygen and climate and things like that. But I do agree, like, it's not a mirror version of Earth, you know? So maybe when we get there, then humans will evolve into some other, not like drastically, but some other form of life. And it's still humanity. But I don't think that's going to happen on Mars because they're just going to engineer a way to replicate Earth inside of a closed place.
Yeah. Like
if anything, we're going to get like paler and shorter because I'm sure that's not good for you.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Unless
you ever seen the movie Biodome?
I was
really
literally
good.
about to say, unless the domes they created are literally like the ones in The Martian where they keep everything pressurized and the same as where you're from.
Yeah, but what happens in The Martian?
Fails.
Oh, I'm so happy I finished that book. But also, well, you can't compare it to The Martian because that's all jerry-rigged. Like, he got left there. He had to figure it out. That's why that book is so fucking good and that movie's so fucking good.
Shut up,
but if it was planned, it would have been it was planned until the dust storm hit and he got blown away. Literally. But like, now we know all these factors about Mars. And if we build a civilization there, it's going to be not perfect, but a representation of Earth in a foreign atmosphere. But also, we're going to be prepared for these dust storms and the domes getting pierced, or like there's, you know what I mean? I don't know.
No, that makes, oh my God.
Like, that's why it's not going to happen on Mars, because it's going to be just an engineered indoor version of Earth.
Okay, so what do you think the atmosphere of Mars is? Do you think it's that red, or do you think it has some tint to it where we wouldn't need that artificial sky?
No, I don't think in terms of like sky or anything, we're going to have to engineer anything. I mean, literally to breathe oxygen, we're going to be in like giant chambers.
Because what just came to my mind was whoever.
But no, I mean, like the atmosphere of Mars, there's less gravity on Mars, which means no oxygen. So that's the only hurdle we have to jump over. I don't think it matters if the sky's blue or red or purple or whatever.
God, because what just came to my mind,
it could be giant glass domes. It could be giant LCD domes to project.
LCD ones that came to my mind of projecting that blue sky with the sun, because the sky on Mars is so
that
much...
breaks down to like a psychological thing.
Ooh. but you probably need it for people moving to Mars who are like, I miss Earth.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why it's psychological. Like, oh, we have to replicate Earth to a T so these motherfuckers don't lose their mind. Or it's a see-through dome and the sky's orange and everything around you looks like Nevada.
NASA, if you're watching this,
We know you're watching it.
recruit us. We will do live space podcasts from
Yeah,
the shuttle.
We'll be
from
creative
Mars,
directors.
as long as you can pay us enough money to make sure our families are set for the next 3 generations. We'll sign the contract.
Well, if we go to Mars, well, you have an older brother.
Well, I was going to say, if they send us to Mars and send us back.
It sounds exhausting. If I go to Mars, I don't know if I'm
But
coming
if
back.
but if everything's paid for the next 3-4 generations.
Oh yeah, if my mom and dad, my sister and her kids. But like if we go to Mars like
when we come back
next
they're
year,
all
I'm
gone.
not gonna have kids.
Yeah, but either way, we're set.
What
No
are you gonna
matter what we
do?
come back to,
Be like, oh Bree, I'm going to Mars and fucking
going
knock
to
her
Mars
up.
for the next 4 years. You can wait for me and be set for the rest of your life, or you can move on and hope the next boyfriend is
Well,
set for the rest of your life.
you can't do that. If that happened, I'd be like, hey, Liv, I'm going to Mars. You're gonna, no matter what happens, you're gonna be set for the rest. You can't do that.
I mean, fuck, why the fuck not?
Because that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but if you're chasing your dream and the bag is gonna
Is that
set
your dream
everyone
to go to Mars?
No, but if the bag is in front of your face, set
For everyone. That's what I'm saying.
yes, setting everyone up for the most
kid or not.
amazing-
Hey, Bree, you gave me the best 5 years of my life until I got the opportunity, however long you've been dating, got the opportunity to go to Mars. You're set now.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
We got way off topic.
It's either you wait for me to come back or move on and hope.
But even if she moves on, she shouldn't have to hope. She's already put the work in. Pay her out, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
hey, Liv,
pay
you
her
could
out.
you could sit around and be fucking miserable while I live on Mars until I possibly come back.
Either way,
Or
you're a generous dude.
every one of my life is set, and I hope you have an amazing life. That's so sad. I would never do that, Liv.
No, I would never do that either, Bree. But that's something to think about. I mean, what would you do if you would leave and you would say, "Screw it all, I'm going. This is way too good of an opportunity." Let us know in the comments or like the video.
What? If
Oh.
you would go?
If you would go, if you thought the opportunity,
I'm not
was
saying
too
I
good-
wouldn't go, but the whole point I was trying to make was how you were like, yeah, my family's set, but fuck you. Like, no.
If you leave me,
And I know
fuck
that's
you.
not what you meant, but
But I was just talking.
I
to
know you
people
love
viewing.
Bree. I know you love Bree very much, but
Yeah, I was saying the people viewing, if
If
they
they're-
would go, like the video or comment.
well, who like
Because it's an
we've had this
amazing
we've had
opportunity.
this conversation before though, like
Yeah,
'cause
but that
even-
was almost
even imagine-
68, 9 episodes ago.
what? No, it was,
Because it was episode 3 the last
yeah,
time we
it
ever
was
talked
74
about Mars.
episodes ago.
Oh, 74, that's right.
No, 75. This is episode 78.
Oh, shit balls.
But even like right now, if NASA hit you up and was like, hey, come to, you know how they like do the tests in the desert in Nevada?
Yep.
Would you do that?
Yes.
Come live in Nevada in a spacesuit for a year. You would be like, okay, bye, Bree. I'll see you in a year. I wouldn't do that shit.
If I can go do something as a job for a year, just a year, and I am getting paid enough money where I don't have to worry about where we move, what we do, what job she gets.
well, it
what
wouldn't be
job I
we
get.
if it's you come.
Either way, if my money is her money. So if I
Okay,
come
yeah,
back and I have that surplus
But
of
what
money,
if you don't have access to keep in touch? Because you're on Mars.
Ooh,
Like,
that
you
might be
can't-
a game changer.
You can't like FaceTime Bree. That's how it works in my head.
If it's just ghosted, I'm going
Yeah,
for a year.
I'm leaving,
that
but
changes a lot.
I'm leaving, but you'll get a paycheck.
If
I
she
wouldn't do
gives
it.
me the green
I wouldn't
light,
do it.
if
I'm
sh-
so
if
happy.
Bree gives me the green light where she's like, you know what, Colin, that bad.
Well, I'm sure Bree and Liv would be like, if this is really what you want to do and you're making a lot of money for it, I guess do it. I wouldn't do that.
But if she says guess or anything that hints to, you know what, that's not a good thing, I don't want you to do it.
Why would that be green lighted by anyone? What if flip the fucking roles? If Bree was like, NASA hit me up, they need a fucking PT on Mars in the middle of Nevada.
You ready to role play?
I'm out.
You ready to role play?
No.
Dude,
I'm throwing hypotheticals at you. Also, we're like 40 minutes in.
If Bree told me that we would be set for the rest of our life because she was going to Mars to be a PT for a year,
You'd be like, okay, I'll wait.
I would say, babe, I will be faithful as shit.
Nah.
Go get that bag. I will be here taking care of everything you need. So when you return back to Earth, we can celebrate. Dude, the fucking bag.
But also, you're assuming they give you like millions of dollars.
Why wouldn't they?
Because for all you know, they're like, yeah, we're gonna give you $15 a day. Like,
if they told me
it's their fucking rules.
I'm getting hourly rate to go to Mars and live there, I'm going to spit in the NASA scientist's mouth who tells me that. If they tell me you will get minimum wage to go live on Mars, as he's saying minimum wage to live on Mars, I will hawk a loogie into his mouth. But if I'm set for life,
but I mean, astronauts aren't set for life.
Yeah,
it's the
but
most
those
dangerous.
are astronauts.
It's the most dangerous. You're an astronaut
I'm
if you go to Mars.
Citizen that just got chosen to be paid to go start a new civilization.
Yeah, which makes you an astronaut. You're going to space.
Yeah, but I didn't have to go through that training bullshit.
You would definitely have to go through that training bullshit.
Put me on this.
They're not just like, hey, we need you on Mars, go. And then you just next thing cut to Colin strapped into a rocket. Like, I don't know how I ended up here.
Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne.
Have you ever seen fucking Armageddon? They have to do training. Bruce Willis had to go through training. And he's a fucking miner.
But either way,
they had to do the whole fucking thing. Ben Affleck was all fucking strapped in doing the G-force shit.
If we're set for life, I'm going.
Oh my god, we got so off topic.
I love this podcast so much.
Oh my god, we got so off topic.
Oh my god. But still, the offer remains. If you would go, if you would do it, like the video or just give a yes in the comment section. We see you all watching it. We can watch you all watching it, but you never interact. Come on. Also, if you're having a rough time, this is the podcast for you. If you want a happy mood, you want to boost in your confidence, you want to boost in whatever it may be in your life, we're the podcast.
Yeah, we are.
We're here for you. You know who you are. We got your back. We're here to kiss you on your forehead and say everything's okay. Couple Pints Pod. Same on everything. Couple Pints Pod.
I wasn't paying attention.
I was just giving another pitch like I gave the merch pitch.
Sick. All right. I mean, we're like 40 minutes.
I was gonna say I can't think of any other pathway to go.
We just kind of yelled at each other about our girlfriends for a while.
It was so much fun though.
Anyway, this has been
Couple Pints Pod.
It's safe to say
we're out.
Oh, that was lame. Don't abandon your girlfriend on Earth.
Only if you're a bitch.
Then that makes you a bitch. Also, you're in charge of you're in charge of cutting.
That backfired.
You're in charge of cutting the episode. All right, bye.
Come on.